Hey fam, how's it going? Thank you so much for joining me in this all signs tarot reading. This reading is probably going to be for encouragement. What kind of encouragement do you need to receive in this moment? Let's find out. I've already pre-shuffled, so let's go ahead and cut the decks together. Starting with the archetypes. The Siren. Something to do with your voice. Have you been finding it? I certainly hope so. Oh, wow. I felt compelled to pull out my little garnet stone. Interesting. Dude, I freaking love tarot. This is so interesting. The Temptress. The Seducer. The Femme Fatale. The Siren calls and the world spins. What we thought we wanted pales in comparison to the sweet allure of her song. We find ourselves lost in the spell of desire and longing, perhaps even lust. Whether the thing calling to us is ultimately good or bad is somewhat irrelevant. It's the journey that matters. And the work of the siren is to take us on a deep psychic descent. Following her song, we go down, 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 to a place where lessons are learned and courage must be rallied to find our way back to dry land. Try as we might, resisting the call may not even be an option unless... This is one of those words and names that I only ever see in print, and I think I've heard maybe once actually spoken out loud. Odysseus. We bind our hands to the mast of our ship. It's likely, though, that falling for her call is the only way we will come to live more fully on the surface. So previously, we received a threshold, the initiation. This, it's feeling like that vibe of being drawn in, like once things begin, we're swept away, right? But remember, you asked for this. You asked for the tower moment. You asked for change and help. The question is, are you open to receive that help? It can be scary when everything is fresh and new because you don't know what to do, right? Through survival mode, we learned how to survive. Well, what do you do when everything works out? When everything is beautiful? When you're drawn toward that which belongs to you? I don't think this is bad. I don't feel that this is bad. I feel that this is wanted. This is needed. Whether it's in your dreams, whether you remember them or not. I think that it's more, that it's more a matter of difficulty of discernment, right? I've had that same problem recently where it's like, okay, what? You know what I mean? It's like, okay, well, logically, I think, but what? Sometimes it's just releasing, right? Letting those things out from your subconscious so that your subconscious stops sending them right back to the forefront, right? And sometimes, what if you're working with others and that's why you don't understand? That's why you don't necessarily remember, because it's not for you, but you are still doing what you're meant to do. Maybe that resonates with someone. I don't know. We shall see. Let's go ahead and move on. to the oracle cards and see what is left in this tale today. We just had this the other day. Something lovely will grow from this. What do people use manure for, Fan? And what is it you're struggling to understand about alchemy and manifestations? Is it that you deserve for your hopes and dreams to come true? Is it that if you're asking for help, like I was saying, you need to be open to receiving it? Is it that if you want love, you need to be open to receiving it? You know what you don't want anymore. And you're very steadfast in that now, and that's good. But like the Two of Swords, please be very careful that you're not closing yourself off to it. Because alchemy is exactly what is occurring in life right now. Right now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. You have nothing left to prepare for. You're in it. You have drawn it close to you, and now it belongs to you. It is beautiful. You are beautiful. And it's okay to accept that. You want it? It is okay to have that. And maybe somebody's annoyed with hearing that. Maybe you should ask yourself why. If you're bulking, if you're like, oh, come on then, why? Why do you not like hearing those words that you deserve love, that you deserve all of the wonderful manifestations that you have been drawing towards you and into your life? Because that is what you're trying to heal, right? Moving on to the clarification. All right, listen, this is YouTube. We're going to lighten the mood, lighten the vibe. I'm a very silly person, so if you don't dig that, that's okay. I still wish you the best. I'm not changing for no one ever again. Chapter 1. To new beginnings. Chapter 2. But you know that there is so much more still in store, don't you? You may even expect it. Something tells, ooh, I just got the chills. Something tells me that you have every right to, because you've been drawing it in, and you're ready to expand and grow beyond that which you've only ever known. It's time for more. Chapter 3. Boosh. Wisdom and clarity enables you now. You're able to make your choices swiftly and with balance. I glimpsed the balance card when I was shuffling the extra note cards. Chapter 4. That's the fuck around and find out card, Fan. Listen, the lovely thing about all of this wisdom gained is being able to smell bullshit coming from a mile away. Being able to not only realize, ooh, this is a red flag, but handle it. And understanding you don't deserve that crap. You deserve to draw people in who are capable of matching your energy. And by energy, I mean all of the positive vibes and love and support that you've been longing for people to match. Right? There are things you've chosen to leave behind. The fives tend in the tarot have a tendency to, like the Five of Swords, the Five of Wands, have a tendency to talk about battles and frustrations and oppositions. But with the Wands, it can also mean healthy competition. It can also mean ego. But the swords are the mind. The swords are air. And we see the Three of Wands over here, right? This is different. So this is a beckoning for you to no longer fear things going wrong, people being mean and cruel and bullying and misunderstanding, because quite frankly, even if bullshit happens, it's not going to affect you the same way, because you don't deserve it. And you know how to handle it now, which is to let it go. If that's the choices someone else wants to make to behave like that, that's on them, isn't it, fam? You know the difference now. Oh my goodness. Whew, that was like a wave of relief and so much like happy tears. Believe in yourself and never lose that belief ever again. Certainly do not hand it over to anyone. That is yours. You are you, and this is your life, and you have every right to it. So says your birth, right? Let them go. And if you still love them, that's okay. That's what love is. It's unconditional. Real love, true love is unconditional. But it does not require abuse. It doesn't require you taking one on the chin again, turning the other cheek. You have every right to defend yourself. You have every right to love at arm's length, okay? What's coming up underneath the sun? Oh, look at that. Oh, there's that balance. Hey. Interesting. Oh my goodness, you know what I just realized? This thingy in her hands, it's kind of similar. Do you see what I see? It's kind of similar to the Hierophant's crown, isn't it? All tiered and stuff. You not only have clarity and mental fortitude and strength after everything you've been through, all of that wisdom gained, your heart is balanced and strong and courageous as well. You still are capable of loving anyone you so choose, the world, the earth, yourself. Your emotions no longer run the show. They're willing participants because you are in control. You are a co-creator in your life with the universe. And you understand your role and your part in things now. And no one's going to be able to change your mind ever again. And you're able to trust in that. You are open to receive. Look how that's coming up underneath the sun. Damn. This new beginning, this new chapter of the rest of your life is going to be such loving, wonderful, positive vibes. You're going to be able to do your thing, like I was saying, without being so heavily influenced by the healing journey of others, right? It can be really frustrating doing so much work on oneself while still being surrounded by those seemingly incapable. But that can't change what you know and what you're capable of. You can't choose for them. You also can't dictate how they react to you. But you have a choice in how you react to them, how you respond, and how you feel. And again, real love is unconditional, but you have a right to let go of those that are toxic. And you're ready to move or move on, whichever applies for you, whichever resonates. I think you're ready. And underneath the Three of Wands, wow. Yay. You are moving into, toward, you are drawing in fulfillment. You're receiving fulfillment, fam. Wishes granted. We've been seeing a lot of tens in these readings. 10 of Cups, 10 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. Your heart and your mind and your passions have evolved. You're thriving. This is your time to shine and thrive and know, because you can believe, that the worst is behind you. Okay? What's coming up underneath the King of Swords? Boosh! Yay! So this can be travel. This can be, a spontaneous adventure, possibly invited by a divine masculine who is very wise and very secure within themselves. Energy is energy, fam. No worries. This could be a message coming in from a man who wants to help you. Wish granted. And I'm not Anya from Buffy, okay? None of that. You don't have to worry. I know that people say careful what you wish for, but you have been. You know exactly what you long for. You know exactly what you've been manifesting. So why wouldn't you be open to it, right? Boosh. Wow. Wow. I have a tendency to compare these two a lot. So it's very interesting that they're coming up together. You notice that they're holding some, but there are exactly two left behind. See, this is why I feel that there are those you love and that you will probably love for the rest of your life being left behind. They've hurt you. They betrayed you. They left you hanging. They misunderstood you. They misrepresented you. They tried to tell you who you are, and you're not confused anymore. So maybe they'll have their own opinions on what you're doing now. Maybe they'll have their own opinions on being left behind. Maybe they should know better now, too. What are they, children? No. We are all grown-ass adults capable of healing and choosing better for ourselves. So if they don't know how, if they can't even see that you are an example of what is possible, at the very least, an example of courage and determination and love, unconditional love, right? Then that's on them. You no longer suffer the consequences of others. That's on them. You are reclaiming your energy, and you no longer hold yourself back. Not anymore. Thank goodness. That was long overdue. But you know what I don't see in this particular reading? The Knight of Pentacles, fam. I still see royalty. I still see incredible things. And one of the most incredible major arcana began this whole reading as far as the tarot is concerned. What's the epilogue to this story? And the sun and the moon. Sorry, every now and then 311 songs come out. I'm feeling this slight sense of frustration because there are details you wish you knew, because it would make it easier for you to have faith, right? It would make it easier for you to chill. But fam, you already know enough. Kitty sounds. Oh, she's snorting in her sleep. Oh, sweet baby kitty. What lovely timing she has. That would be Kona behind me, curled up on that one blankie I tend to use lately. She loves it so much. I couldn't take it from her this round. It's like there are things still hidden, and yet so much has been illuminated. And now it's time for you to trust the process. Continue. Don't lose faith now. Don't lose your determination. This is a reminder of where you've come from, how far you've come. You have been drawn out off of your mountain, out of the depths, and into the rest of your life. And whatever's happening, whatever still is yet to come, is swift. It is spontaneous and incredible. So you keep your wits about you, and you make off like a bandit. Just noticing the numbers. Numbers be numbering lately. What's on the bottom? Wow, see? The 4 of Swords. 4, 5. There's no 6. But we got a 15 here. That can equal 6. Interesting. Oh my goodness. 18 and 18. It's okay if you're uncomfortable right now. A part of that discomfort is from exhilaration. It's from shedding. I keep saying this, shedding and molting the life, the skin, the you that shall also not follow. That doesn't belong in your future. We're still working on forgiving not only others, but ourselves. Maybe you feel you made mistakes once upon a time, but you've learned from them, and you're ready for the rest of your life. come what may, you've got this, and you're going to be able to handle it, and it's going to be different than before. And you need to trust that. Trust your own voice and trust your right to take up space and be seen. This person isn't, this supposed thief of the tarot, isn't leaving in the dark of night. There is no darkness here. I mean, it's kind of dark in this card, just a wee bit. But this is full AF. And a lot is still illuminated, isn't it? Kitty snoring. What are the extra notes for this story? Are the doors locked? Better safe than sorry. Someone had a tendency to just, fuck it, because they weren't caring about their future. This is about learning the difference between refusing to give in like you used to and be treated the way you are used to, and being sure that you're not closing yourself off to all of the wonderful possibilities. Don't fall back into old habits, but don't just let anything and everything in. Your energy is precious too. And it's okay to defend yourself, to protect yourself. You know so much better now, don't you? I can already see what's on the bottom. As the yellow van turns, I used to work for a company, and we drove around in these yellow vans. I may be letting out too much personal details for me, but that was like my first real jobby job, you know what I mean? And I began then realizing that the crap that we put up with when we're younger and we're in school, all the drama and bullshit, it doesn't just end when you leave high school or middle school, unfortunately. You may find yourself at work surrounded by more bullshit, by adults who still haven't grown, who still haven't expanded beyond their childhood, adolescent brains and ways of doing things. Again, I say, that's on them. That's their problem. And those are their own consequences to suffer through. I don't necessarily want to say just ditch people in their time of need, but have they ever matched your energy? Have they ever truly been there for you? Do they see who has been in the palm of their hand this whole dang time? Or have they been disrespecting your intelligence, insulting your intelligence? You never deserved that, fam. Let them go. Stop giving them the attention they're willing to be cruel in order to receive. Because that's what they tend to resort to, right? Cruelty. All of that negativity and all of that blah, 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 blah stems from fear, doesn't it, ultimately? Fear. A sense of lack of control. That's not you. I can't believe how much Kitty is snoring right now. Treat yourself. Take care of yourself. Keep it up. You're doing the thing. You're doing exactly what you need to be doing, and you need to never stop ever again. And it's going to get easier and easier. The Four of Swords is shutting out the world. It's meditation and retraining of your own subconscious, whether it's through meditation or affirmations, just loving yourself and figuring out how, right? And realizing that that's not selfish. This kitty, I can't go to. You have no idea. You have no idea. That's perfect. What's on the bottom of this? Hey, we saw this one of the last times. Treat your body like the palace it is. Yep. Kitty says yes. You're so worried about what others think of you. Someone is. From your body to your mind and your heart. There's nothing wrong with you, fam. You're allowed to be the exception if you have medical, particulars and such. That's not what I'm talking about, though. I'm talking about your mind, heart, and soul. I'm not worried about what the scale says. I'm not worried about your weight. I'm not worried about your hair color or your lips. You're beautiful inside and out. You always have been. Did you ever think that maybe that's why all of these people have been drawn to you your whole life? Whether they realize it or not? Because they don't know how to be kind. They don't know how to be loving. But funny how they miss you when you're gone. Your body is the palace. Your vessel is the palace, and your voice, it's okay for it to be heard. Okay, so you be careful. You do what you need to do to take care of yourself, because it's not involving cruelty to others. And if anybody else is trying to tell you differently, they can take their bullshit to the mirror. It's not for you, okay? Thank you so much for joining me and for sticking it out this whole reading. I really appreciate the company. Oh, thank you so much, fam. Always remember, always, that I love you.